This is how I'd make 20K per month in high ticket sales if I had to start over. If I had to start over in sales today with no network, no reputation, no existing opportunities, but I still had my sales ability, this is exactly what I would do to reach $20,000 per month all over again. And the interesting part is this: the strategy actually has very little to do with learning how to sell because most sales professionals already know how to sell. The real difference comes down to something much simpler. It's the vehicle you choose to apply that skill in. Now, before I continue, my name is Ed Waters and I'm the owner of Blue Ocean Closes. I have over 3 million in cash collected and I've helped over 100 sales professionals pivot into the remote high ticket sales space. So the sales industry lie is work harder, earn more. Most sales reps are taught a simple idea: work harder and you'll earn more. And while sales is rarely determined by effort alone, it's determined by the environment that you're operating in. Because two reps with identical ability can earn completely different incomes depending on the vehicle that they're in. So take for example rep A making 80,000 a year and rep B making 30,000 a month. Right now there are extremely talented sales reps making $80,000 per year. And there's other reps making $30,000 per month. Same communication skills, same closing ability, same persuasion skills, and completely different outcomes. So, what actually causes that gap? It's not intelligence, it's not work ethic, it's the vehicle. So, the vehicle problem: industries that simply just do not scale. Sales is transferable and your skills work anywhere. So, one of the most powerful things about sales is that the skill set is completely transferable. If you understand communication, you understand persuasion, but where you apply it determines how much you actually get paid. So the shift happening right now is online businesses needing sales teams. Over the last 10 years, something massive has happened. Entire industries have moved completely online. Coaching companies, all of these businesses sell high value services and programs completely online, and they rely heavily on sales teams to grow. But those sales teams don't operate in offices, they operate completely remotely. So remote high ticket sales is having a laptop, a CRM, and taking Zoom calls. In these companies, the sales process usually looks very different from traditional sales. Leads come in through ads or content. Appointment setters qualify those leads. Closers run strategy calls over Zoom. Deals are closed completely remotely. And everything is managed through digital CRMs. This means the entire sales role can be done from a laptop. So why does income dramatically in this environment is very simple. The offers are higher value. Instead of $10,000 or $15,000 or even $20,000, sometimes upwards of $20,000 offer. So that's minimum $2,000 from a single sale. So just 10 deals per month is already $20,000 in commission value. So here's what I'd do if I was starting over. The first step is I'd find the right vehicle. If not the first company hiring, not scrolling Indeed and looking for roles day after day, an online company that's selling a high value product or service in a growing industry with strong lead flow and a real proven sales infrastructure. This means a management team. This means script. It means SOPs. It means established, vetted companies. So the second step would be understanding the ecosystem. The second thing I would do to understand the space and seeing it for myself, because this is where most reps actually get lost. They try to apply to random opportunities, they scroll LinkedIn, they send cold DMs on Instagram, but they don't actually understand how these companies operate. They don't understand how setters and closers work together. The pivot becomes much easier. The third step is to position your experience. So the third step would be positioning my existing experience correctly because experienced sales professionals are extremely valuable in this environment. Someone who already understands objection handling, communication, decision psychology, and closing. This is far more valuable than somebody trying to learn sales completely from scratch. The only difference is learning the systems you doing this. And this is the part that most people don't realize. Your life in sales can change dramatically from a single role. The right company, the right offer, the right sales environment. Never do this. The reason that they never do this is very simple. They try to figure it out all along. But the reality is that trying to decode the entire ecosystem by yourself is simply not possible. Why is it not possible? Because you do not know which companies are legitimate, which niches are growing, how to position themselves, how to secure interviews. Best that you have a look into it and try to do it yourself if you want to see the reality of it in the end. So it actually becomes overwhelming and very, very disheartening. So why am I doing this in the first place? Because I made the pivot myself several years ago and know how desperately I wanted to transform my life. I realized the only thing that mattered was the vehicle that I was in. So now I help experienced sales professionals transition into the right vehicle, remote, high ticket sales roles. We show them how the entire space actually works. We train them on the systems used inside these professionals. And the opportunity is more money and a better lifestyle. So for the right person, this environment can completely change what their entire life looks like. Being able to work remotely, selling a high value, high ticket offer, building income based on performance, and having access compared to traditional sales environments. Traditional environments aren't designed for you to win. They're designed for you to stay stuck. So if you're curious, hit the link in the description, because if you're already in sales and you're curious about what opportunities might exist into this space, or simply want a bit of guidance and advice on how you can make that pivot yourself, there's a link in the description where you can learn more about how this actually makes sense for you in the first place. Because at the end of the day, most sales professionals don't need away from changing everything. So a quick bonus before I end this video, here's some of the roles available from our partners. What we'll see here is a whole number of different offers available and make $25,000 per month. You can work on a construction SaaS offer, making $20,000 plus per month. You can help with real estate investment coaching, $20,000 a month in OTEs. The amount of earning potential in this is absolutely, you can tailor it exactly to what you need yourself and what your goals are. So if you're interested in more about this, link in the description and we'll be able to run you through exactly what all of this looks like specific for you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.